Okay, so I'm just going to look at some catalog control within simPRO now. So the catalog lives up under materials up the top and then catalog. Now, if we at Asias Digital are doing your setup, then the catalog will be done by us from supplier price files that we get. But here in this demo account, we've just got some example products. So we've got some Lawrence and Hanson products in here. Click into a particular group, and then you'll see all of the products within that group. You'll also notice just up the top here that we can have subgroups as well. So if we wanted to, we might have Lawrence and Hanson products, and then within that we might have wiring, cabling, PowerPoints, those kind of things. So same as every screen within simPRO, I can change the table view. So up here, if I go modify table view, then I can select or unselect columns that I do or don't want to show, and say finish. And then what that will do is it will change the layout here so that I can now see the columns that I've selected. So if I want to, I can click into any product and see more information. There's a whole load of areas here that I won't go into all of them, like attachments and things like that. The main things here are the item name and the part number. We've got standard markups and sell prices, or we can tick and we can override these if I want to. These two items are really important. So we can tick if we want something to be a favorite. That'll make it much easier to search for on an iPad and for the people in the office, and I'll show you that shortly. In addition, we can tick to say whether we want something to be inventory. So if we do that, then what will happen is the product is tracked for stock. So by default, everything has inventory turned on. But if you have items that you don't want to track, so maybe nuts, bolts, widgets, just silly little things, then you can turn inventory off. Notes, fairly important. They don't go anywhere to the client, but you can put notes in here on a particular product. And search terms. So by default, with the search terms here, the part number has come across. So when we search in simPRO for a product, it looks at the part number, the item name, and all of the search terms. So this here is described as a fan exhaust, 250mm, blah, blah, blah. So that's how Lawrence and Hanson have described it from their own system. So here, for example, if I don't call it that, if I just call it oven fan, for example, then I can just type this in here. So it's very useful where you've got things, for example, PowerPoints. Some people call them PowerPoints, GPOs, power sockets. There's all kinds of different terminology for the same thing. So if I put oven fan, and I'll put a couple of other things, maybe it's also called a pencil case and a Mickey Mouse. Anything can be put in here to then be searchable. So if I hit finish, then it will just take me back to my stock list. So a couple of other quick things that I can do here is I can go into the product list, and just on the right hand side here under options, I can just quickly print barcodes, delete items, move items, and so on. I can also select a couple of items, or as many as I want, drop to the bottom of the page, and then I can quickly do things down here. So for example, I can set these as favorite. So there's very quick ways to work with the stock one way or another. If I go back up to the top now and just go into my main catalog, then you'll see I've now got 3 favorite items. And if I click into there, then I can quickly go and see them. So the favorites are really, really useful. If I go up to catalog, I'll just show you how that quick search works. So here now, when this refreshes, so I've got 462 items. But if I say I want the pencil case, hit search, then it finds just this item because it's got it in the search terms that we looked at before. A couple of things I can also do, I can tick to say only show my favorites. So for example, if I put in fan, there's 4 of them. If I tick favorites, then it just finds the one that I want. So it's really, really useful there as to how to do that.